Welcome everyone. We're so excited to see you guys. So many new faces in the place. Welcome to REI Live Birmingham, you guys. We are so happy tonight. We have a special treat for you guys. So I've been talking about this trip for the last 3-4 weeks, probably since July in my house. So my house is super tired of me. Everybody knows Nicole as if she's their best friend. I promise you. Welcome to REI Live. If we're my first timers, raise your hand if today's your absolutely. Clap it up for our first time. Well, welcome to REI Live Birmingham. Make sure tonight is not your last night. We are here to educate. We are here to help you grow your business. How many realtors do we have in place? Good stuff, good stuff. Welcome to REI Live. We believe that the fastest path to real estate success is to first become a member. Becoming a member of a small network where you can learn, you can grow, you can lean on people to really help take you to the next level. We believe that it's important to get trained, and Tony and I talk about this all the time, but in everything we do, we seek education. When it comes to training our kids and being a parent, we seek education, as weird as that may sound, because I tell my kids, we have five kids, but I tell my kids, no one ever gave me a handbook on how to be a parent. So the only way that I'm gonna know is from trial and errors from other parents, and I don't wanna go through certain things, just in pure honesty. So get trained and then take action. Don't get to the point where you're going places, you're getting trained, and you're hyping yourself up, but you don't take action. Get off the sidelines, get in. There's money in real estate for everybody. So get off the sidelines, get education, get trained, take action so that you can really take it to the next level. And make sure that you have someone that's gonna hold you accountable. We believe that REI Live is formed so that you can rely on other people, you can work with other people, you can lean on others so that you're going to the next level, you're just not staying stagnant. So find someone that's gonna help you and hold you accountable. Antonio and I have been investing in real estate since April of 2009. I stopped counting the transactions at 100. We've done over 100 real estate transactions, and I'm talking about fix and flip, I'm talking about lease options, I'm talking about really digging in dirty. When it comes to real estate, we've done lease options, we've done subject twos, we've done owner financing, we've bought notes, sold notes, fix and flip. There isn't a lot of things when it comes to real estate that we haven't done, but this is where it started. It started by coming to meetings like this, getting a part of small groups, having friends that you can call on, networking with people so that you can take it to the next level. Raise my hand to all the first time guests one more time. Raise your hands. Absolutely. All right, so you should have got a text message today. If you didn't, I would say see Yasmin. Yasmin, raise your hand. See Yasmin if you didn't. But that text message will allow you to become a member for today for half off. So instead of $99, you can get it for $49 today if you join before midnight. All right. When you join, you get access to our Facebook group where we're talking deals, we're collaborating, we're exchanging numbers when it comes to contractors, just information that can really help you in this industry. And then you also get to attend every time we have a monthly meeting on the third Tuesday of each month. You can come to those monthly meetings, and that's a part of that membership. All right. If you would like to be a part of VIP, some of you saw VIP, you kind of tiptoed in a little. VIP is where the bar is, it's also food back there. That's also where the speaker is before the event, as well as some others. We're networking, we are talking about real estate, we're talking about life, we are doing deals in VIP. So if it's a spot that you want to be in, I strongly suggest you become a VIP member. You get discounted access to all of our workshops. You'll get a free ticket to our VIP bootcamp that's coming up in January of this year, as well as access to our private Facebook group and our REI Live t-shirt. Tonight, if it's your first time, you get it for $100 off. All right. Where are my cash buyers? If you have a green sticker, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Oh, the people need to see the cash. Get the cash in. Absolutely. All right. If you are a wholesaler or a realtor, raise your hand. Ooh, all right. If you've never done a deal, so it's your first time, you're ready, you're excited, you're eager, raise your hand. Absolutely. All right.
Oh, you can raise your hand.
You cannot raise your hand for all three. Absolutely. So all my first timers, make sure if you've never done a deal, get with someone who has done a deal. Don't leave here tonight until you collect at least 5 phone numbers. Is that fair? Come up to me at the end of the night and say, I got my 5 phone numbers, all right? All right. Clap it up for our sponsors. We have Joseph Love in the back with Farmers Insurance. Clap it up for Joseph. We have Sam with Jacob Title. It looks like Jacob Title has some goodies back there for you guys, so make sure you take one and use Jacob Title for all of your closings if you aren't using them already. Make sure you get Sam's contact information. They are really expanding their Birmingham branch, and they're currently a lot popular in Huntsville, but they are extending their Birmingham branch. And Sam has done some amazing things for us for the last few months. So thank you for being a sponsor, Sam. Tonight, I want. Oh, you gonna do it? Oh, I bet you did. You press the
Mic check. Our sponsor Spartan has something for you guys. Farmers have something.
Oh my goodness.
I thought you said Spartan. You said farmers. Nobody else give it a mic.
Yep. Y'all check out Farmers Insurance in the back. I think. Come on. Tell us about. Ooh.
So I think that thing was passed around and y'all registered, so we just drew for the winner.
Ooh.
Devontae Stewart, come on down. Come on, Stewart. Oh, Depot gift card. You up there, come on, talk to me. Devontae is one of our ex-super students, and he just closed on the property. With Brandon over there. With Brandon over there. Come on, Brandon.
Clap it up for Brandon.
Oh, we closed Friday. Yeah. Was it your first closing? Yes. Yes, my first. Did I tell you the white people when I was with them?
This is incompetent.
We can talk loud enough. It'll work. Get the gas.
Change the batteries.
Change the battery. We don't need no mic. We did it.
Yeah.
The reason I brought him up is because Devontae Stewart is a student. Brandon isn't. Brandon came up and said, hey, I want to get into this thing. I think I got a deal. Can y'all help? Told me the situation, and I referred him to Stewart. Stewart is from Atlanta, but he's been doing deals in Anniston. And he said, something I want to do deals in Birmingham. All right. So what did I do? Put them together. So they just did a partnership, and they have purchased a property over in Inslee. Yeah. Over in Inslee, and they are working together. My check. To flip the property. So one thing about it, we are about doing deals. We like the meeting, we like everybody to come, but if you're not doing deals, if you're not making money, we're not doing our job.
Absolutely.
So as the people that standing in the front, it's all about making connections. It's all about telling us what you're looking for. We can point point you in the right direction. Got nothing from this, but to say congratulations to them, especially Brandon.
I didn't know y'all, I would have warned you.
Gave your mic.
No, people. You guys, I want to bring one of our newest sponsors up to the front, Highland Mortgage, Michael Ali, so he can tell us about some products that they're offering. So that you can, if you have some buyers that need financing, that need mortgage, Michael can help you. Now, Mike, do you want this microphone or you want this lapel?
Since my name is Mike, I'll
Take the mic.
Clap it up for Michael Ali, guys.
brief. I know you're all ready to get some dinner. However, we do have.
Mike, you gotta use the mic. It's the enable. Bring it up.
We do have a renovation loan for investors that allow you to go up to 85%. It's not many out there, but that's an opportunity that you can take advantage of. Most of your investor loans are 80, 75 LTV. It's a good program. It allows you to do up to 85% to include the rental. So if anyone's interested, please reach out to us. We have some, well, are you familiar with the DSCR, the debt service coverage ratios?
Tell us about it, Mike. Tell us.
It basically covers, even with the homes, the renovation for the home, it allows you to get the financing, and then it allows that property appraised value rental determination to count towards your income. Okay, with the DSCR, it basically allows you to purchase a home with your business, personal, and it's based solely off of whether or not the rental income of that property can sustain at least 1%. So if the mortgage is $1,000, as long as it's over 1% or $1,100 payment, then it won't count against your income. They're loosening up for the investors to give us more opportunities to get out here and make sure that we keep our communities up and use those developmental skills to network with one another, to build platforms that will help increase all our ingenuity, productivity, and excel. Are there any questions? Y'all understand it all? Okay, so we got a 12-month bank statement program, okay? However, you can't be a 1099 employee. You have to be own 50%, at least 50% of your business as a LLC, S corp, whatever it is. So that's a 12-month, and you have 24-month bank statement. It's similar in product, except the longer the term of the bank statement, the less of the risk. So as we know in mortgages, the less of the risk, the better the rate and the loans are bad. Okay. Let me think. For some of you guys, I think some of you do lease purchases. In reference to lease purchases, we make sure the person is prepared to purchase. We give them a platform to explain to them everything over time. Right now, nobody can really judge what the rates are gonna be. However, there will be a slight incline, but predictions are it'll get back a little bit more to normalcy next year. That's not me putting that out there, that's just me laying that out there, okay? So that being said, as you're buying, you're not so much concerned about the rate. The rate is your investment, your numbers. Once you do the numbers, like the young fellow bought one just recently, and they really had to crunch their numbers, I'm sure, to make sure that they meet it on the end. We will still have, the market still is gonna do okay. It's not gonna crash like 08, 09. You were there, I was there. And this is a totally different market because a lot of people own houses where the money was cheap, 2 and 3%. So most of those people don't want to lose their house like they did when rates were high. So I'm gonna leave it on that note. Is that enough of my time?
I got a question for you, Mike.
You got a question?
Yes, sir. Your investment program that that goes up to 85%. What's the credit score? What's the requirements for that program?
As long as it receives a DU or automated approval, then you can qualify, but 660 is the preferential score.
Good stuff. Clap it up for Michael.
Thank you.
Appreciate it,
Thank
Mike.
you. Anybody put any deals in the wheel? We got some deals. Jasmine is setting up for the wheel. Who has a deal? Let's find out. Who has a deal? Kelly, Kelly had always said she was. All right.
Hello everyone, I'm Kelly. I have actually 13. So, but the thing about it, some of them are already turnkey. But we also have made an arrangement with the seller where they'll assist with the rehab. So we will do a personal guarantee on the rehab. We will, if someone is just getting started in rehab, we'll actually take you through the process and help you on some of the properties that you do rehab. So there's an opportunity in there. If you just text 205-245-8774, text deal to that text number. You will get a spreadsheet with all the numbers, loan to value costs, loan to cost ratios, cap rates, market rent rates, actual rent rates, if it's rented or not, pictures of the property. So you get all the information there. Just text that, and then if you want to submit an offer, it'll give you an email address where you can submit the offers form as well. Or you can just give me a call and we can talk through some more information.
All right, I got a question, I got a question.
Okay, 205-245-8774. Text deal, DEAL, to that text number, and it will give you the spreadsheet with all the information.
All right, where are these properties located?
A lot of them are in East Lake,
Okay.
so really good area. My favorite property, it has a house and it has an apartment in the back. So you can, someone can live in the front part, you can do Airbnb in the back part, you can do a lot of different things. And then some of them are in like Titusville or in North Birmingham. So.
Good stuff. Clap it up for Kelly.
Was there a asking price?
Yes, I have the asking price on the Excel sheet, but we'll consider all offers as well.
Thank you. You guys, mark your calendars for October 18th. We're gonna have Melissa Dotson. She is gonna be teaching all of my wholesalers how to get your first wholesale deal. So if you're interested in learning how to get your first deal in real estate, what steps that she takes for it, Melissa has done hundreds of deals in Birmingham and other surrounding markets. She has really been doing it from the beach over the past few months. So make sure you come out. I love Melissa. She is amazing. Come out and learn how to get your first wholesale deal. Sonia, you gonna introduce the couple?
Is she ready?
Is it already?
She ready?
You can't introduce the couple.
I can't even begin to even introduce her. We met Nicole through Ramon Toots, on the world tour that he did. And ever since then, there's been a friendship, a like-minded, connection that we've had. And she's gonna blow y'all socks off.
Yes, Nicole is gonna teach you guys literally today how to make deals, how to find deals, and how to make those deals turn into money. I skipped through the presentation earlier and I got goosebumps. So if you guys are ready, Nicole is coming from Atlanta, Georgia. She is originally from Chicago. She is here to knock you off of your feet. If you're not satisfied by the end of the night, you need to come see me. Let's talk about it, all right? If you're not satisfied, is that a deal? I might work out a deal if you're not satisfied. If you don't learn anything tonight, come see me. All right? Stand up. Welcome to the stage. stage Nicole Ambrose. Let's go. So here's the joke, right? So I said, I'm gonna come out to something different. If I can turn the crowd up, right? I'm gonna electric slide all the way down the aisle. I'm gonna have everybody come up and electric slide with me. Then I put these shoes on. They ain't gonna happen. So that was the thing with the electric slide. So next time I come here, I owe y'all electric slide. Is that cool? I don't have no rhythm, so the electric slide is all I can do, right? So I don't know what line I was in when I was doing that rhythm because the show wasn't the rhythm line. Thank you so much, Ashley, for the gracious introduction. Y'all, I'm so excited to be here and to really talk to you guys about how to build your real estate business and how to take your business to the next level. As Ashley said, my name is Nicole Ambrose. I'm a real estate agent with eXp Realty. And I've had my license about 5.5 years. I sold over 400 homes. My better half in the front row and I are also investors. We develop real estate, we buy, hold, fix and flip, all things. I have a coaching program for real estate agents. He has a coaching program for investors. So we are all things investing. Our daughters are grown, 23 and 28. I know I'm 21, don't worry about that. So we live, because the girls are grown, we live and breathe real estate all day, every day, right? So I really enjoy this business because it has given me an opportunity, and afforded me, I should say, an opportunity through the grace of God to be able to build a business that now I've been able to retire my 28-year-old daughter, and she'll never have to go and work for corporate or anybody else again in her life. So that was really big for me because I remember being younger and having her and saying, man, let me make sure I can get home and press this remote and hope that it go up and the light kind of cut off. Or they open the refrigerator and the back of the refrigerator and stare at them. So now that my life is completely changed, and it's all because of real estate, I want to make sure that I can talk to as many people as possible about real estate and teach you all the fundamentals of building your business. And a lot of real estate coaches are charging $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 to coach you on real estate. And I know what that feels like because that first 6 months, 6 to 7 months of having my real estate license, I did not sell anything, nothing, not. I was watching everything that I saw these popular real estate agents on social media, all the things that I saw them doing, I was mimicking it, and nothing worked for me. I started paying for coaching. I looked up, looked down, I was about $60,000 in on coaching. I got ripped up off by a couple of the Instagram gurus that really didn't know anything about real estate, but it was shiny, it glittered, so I jumped at it and I paid. It wasn't until I actually took a step back and decided that I'm just gonna get on social media and I'm going to find a problem that exists in the world that I can relate to, and I'm going to go out in this real estate arena and solve that problem, right? Hey, Anthony. So what I ended up doing was, at one point in my life, I had horrible credit, I didn't have money, I had high student loans, and when I thought about it, those are all the reasons that prevent people from what? Buying a house. So I would get up in the morning on Saturdays at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I would go down to the bluff and to the roughest parts in Atlanta, and I started teaching people about credit repair. I'm not by any means a credit repair professional, but I know enough to help you fix your credit to guide you to home ownership, right? So I would have my boom born in one park at 8 a.m. and the next park at noon. And it got
got to a point where the parks were full of people just trying to really learn how to fix their credit. So I started bringing coloring books and crayons and making it a whole family affair, right? To the point where the kids would see me in Kroger's or Publix, and they would say, Mommy, it's the credit lady, it's the credit lady. And they run it up to me for crayons. I don't have crayons right now, baby. So the parents would say, no, that's not the credit lady, it's the real estate lady. So that's how my business ended up turning around. I found a problem in the world that I could identify with, and now I didn't have to. All of this, y'all, I promise you, all with jeans and just shoes and jogging pants, and hair pulled back in a ponytail, and none of this looking stuff on my face every day. So I found a lane that I could organically be myself, wear my jogging pants, wear my gym shoes, and there's somebody out here for everybody, no matter who you organically are. So I stopped doing the thing that I saw on social media, which is dressing like this and doing all of this for people today. I stopped doing that because at that time, 5 years ago, I was uncomfortable doing it. It really wasn't my thing, but I was doing it because that's what I thought social media told me to do in order to be successful. But it's a lie, it's a trick. If you love dogs, focus in on dogs on your social media pages. When you send out your marketing materials, put out things about dogs. If you love pets, make it about pets. If you love traveling, there's some really, really successful real estate agents that never post anything about real estate, because the purpose of social media is to gain people's trust, for them to know, like, and trust you. So you don't always have to go in there just simply talking about real estate. Do things that organically make you feel good, things that you can identify with, because you'll be able to talk about those things comfortably. As you're talking about those things comfortably, people will automatically start to, oh, I saw this at their work, they're in church, they're at the family gatherings. I saw this lady and she did it, she had this on, she had the dog, she had the cat, and they'll start sharing your information with other people. And then you drop something in there about home buying, and then it's like, oh, okay. So that's what I started doing. I started really talking to people more about credit and about me having high student loans and how I was able to pay my student loans off. And then people with high student loans start tagging my page and tagging other people to my page. So then my videos and my content started to be different, because now I ended up starting to close deals. So now my social media page will look something like this. Hey guys, it's Nicole, the realtor, everybody's favorite real estate agent. I wasn't nobody's favorite real estate agent. I didn't even sold anything but 3 or 4 homes. So don't worry about it. Nicole Ambrose, everybody's favorite real estate agent. I'm here with my client, Marie, and her 3 kids. When Marie started out with me, she had a 600 credit score and $300,000 in student loans, and never thought that she would be able to realize the dream of home ownership. But today, she's standing in front of this beautiful 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom home where her kids running around the backyard. Now I got the kids in the video, running off through the video, right? So today, I want everybody to congratulate her, because not only were we able to use our programs to get her score up to 700, we were able to find amazing loan products that allow for you to have high student loans and them not counted against you. So now I post that a couple times, and what's gonna happen? Instead of you posting that video of you standing there in that same real estate post, now you're posting content that's going to grab people's attention and draw them back to you. Because guess what? If a person sees you post a video like that 3 or 4 times, you're going to get in their psyche. They're going to start beginning to feel like you're the solution to their what? Problem. Right? Same thing, reverse engineering. When people I did a huge campaign for single moms, right? I'm partial to single moms because before I met this my sweet thing right here, right? I'm a single mom, and it's so bad. My baby, my boo thing. So before I met him, I was a single mom. I got some slides and I'm gonna go through them, but for real, y'all, that's not really my thing to go through. I really want to engage y'all and have real conversation with y'all. Is that okay? And really tell y'all the real tools that I use to build my business. I'm gonna go through some of these slides, but let's just talk. And I want y'all to be able to feel free to ask me questions and stuff like that, okay? So I did a campaign for single moms. And as I was doing the campaign for single moms, why was it easy for me to talk about? Because I was going home, pushing a remote, praying that today wasn't the day they was gonna turn my lights out and that the garage went up, so my kids would be talking about, mommy, what's wrong with the garage? Is it broken? No, mommy didn't pay the light bill. So, yeah, or, you know, like I was saying about the food in the back of the refrigerator, looking at me. I can identify with single moms because I was that. Find the sector of people that you can identify with because you'll be able to talk to them with passion. How many people in here are real estate agents? Who's doing the numbers that they want to do? If you don't count, yeah. Supposed to just be saying 6 pay me the end of the night. Now you ain't supposed to be this long. So, and then, okay, so who capped in here over the last year? Okay, who wants to cap this year? Everybody, okay. So with that, you have to find somebody that you can identify with. I identify with y'all and y'all identify with me because y'all not selling. And I remember when I wasn't selling. So the things that I'm saying to you, I'm saying them with passion and they coming from my gut because I remember the day when I was about to quit real estate because I had not sold anything. And the day that I was about to call Layla Crawl, who was my broker at Keller Williams, to tell her, make my license inactive. It's been 6-7 months, however long it had been. I hadn't sold a thing. I was on time today, but I'm late for everything. So I was late that day, going to the dentist. Had I not had been late, because I went to sleep last night saying, God, I give up. I'm just gonna go find me something else to do. When I leave the dentist tomorrow, when I'm on my way to the dentist tomorrow, before I go, I'm going to call Lynn and tell her to put my license on inactive. Guess what happened? I was late getting dressed, had to race to the dentist, so I didn't make that phone call. I said, I'll call her when I come back. In the car, guess who called me? My very first real estate client, right? My very first real estate client. And after I got that one client, it began to just be a snowball effect for me. I realized when I got that first client that the first thing, God was like, that night I prayed and I was like, if I'm not supposed to do this, then something will happen. And that something happened. But I said, if I am supposed to do this, God, allow me to be a vessel to lead people to financial freedom through home ownership and investing. I will be a good steward of my assignment. So be careful the words that you speak out of your mouth, because as soon as you put it into the atmosphere, it can come true. So when I said that, I went to bed and again said, if I'm supposed to be a good steward and a vessel, it'll happen. If not, and me being late, so it's my usual, that day, I really feel like it was a sign. And when that client called me, he said the exact same thing that I'm saying to you guys. Nicole, I have seen you on social media several times talking about real estate, and I just wanted to see, do you still sell real estate? Because for the last 3 weeks, I haven't seen you posting. So what does that say to you? Consistency is key. What if when he didn't see me posting those 3 weeks, he said, and somebody else hit his timeline and he said, I'm just gonna go with somebody else, right? Social media is a tool. There's somebody that's sitting here that's saying, I don't like social media ain't for me. Social media is for you. It's a free tool. Go pay for realtor.com. It's gonna be $3,500 and those people aren't gonna be loyal to you. They're not gonna care about you. As soon as they call you and you're supposed to meet them, they're gonna be on the other side of town meeting another real estate agent, right? When you build your business through social media, these people have already began to form a relationship with you. Think about for yourself. How many times have you started following somebody on social media, right? And you feel like they're your girlfriend. You like, in real life, I could really be this person's friend, or something happens to them tragic. I had, last year, I was coming home late and I was going down a dark road and I stopped at a traffic light and a tow truck rear ended me, took my Range Rover and spin it around in a circle. But y'all know how heavy a Range Rover is. So it spun it around in a circle and my back end was pushed all the way to my back seat. My trunk was to my back. That's how hard it could get me, right? I posted it on social media to say I'm fine. I know you guys have heard. And my baby had posted it, so saying my mom is fine, blah, blah, blah. So many people from social media who I have no idea who these people are were inboxing me saying, oh my God, I'm praying for you. I hate that happened to you. We love you. Like I was getting so many messages. I was getting people was inboxing me the little gift cards that you can get online, flowers, food, candy, chocolate covered, strawberries, fruit, like you name it. And a lot of this stuff was coming from people that I don't know. By that time, I was already at EXP. Now, maybe I ain't moving on marketing for what I'm about to say, but I was already at EXP. My old brokerage, the receptionist was calling me. I was like, Nicole, we got flowers up here for you. We got fruit up here for you. We got candy up here for you. Because people were going on my social media site, seeing what brokers they thought I was at, or Googling me, or just knew that I was at KW for a long time, and sending that stuff over to me and didn't know me. So people will know, like, and trust you just from what you post on social media. But be very, very intentional with how you post and what you post, and don't make it me, don't make it her, don't make it him, make it organically you. If you love dogs, show yourself running around the doggy park all the time with your dogs, rolling in the grass, and all of the doggy lovers will start following you. Go to all of the sites that say we love dogs and go into those pages. And every time you get your dog cut really cute, put that little bow on them that I don't even know why they put that weird looking little bandana thing around their neck, but hey, okay. Go in those doggy groups, and guess what? Now you get to the doggy park, everybody knows you, you know everybody. What do? I'm a real estate agent. Really, I was just looking for a house. So make yourself organically attractable for people. Make sense? Okay, I'm gonna get off that soapbox. Although we're in a buyer's market right now, I'm gonna give y'all some buyer tips, but I'm gonna start off giving you some seller tips as well. Stop sending out these postcards, y'all. That has anybody farmed their neighborhood if you have a shame? Nobody's farmed their neighborhood. Oh, good. Okay. So how many people have seen a postcard come to your house and a postcard has that real estate agent with our classic clothes on it, and it has a paragraph about, my name is Nicole Ambrose. I sold over 100 homes the last 5 years of EXP real estate agent. I'm one of the top producers work, and all of this stuff, and you get it. And you looking like, who gives a hell? Nobody gives a hell who you are. They care about what you can do for them. So you should, if you're not farming, you absolutely should be farming. And if you haven't sold anything, or if you have sold something, it's okay. I'm going to tell you what a good postcard that has drove me a ton of business looks like. If you have a postcard that says, this postcard right here has gotten me more listings. And as soon as I've been a buyer's agent, I told you I was in a park all of this time, right? I've been a complete buyer's agent. COVID happened, everybody was fighting for listings, right? As soon as I got my rhythm and started getting 4 or 5 listings every month, what the hell happened? We switched back to a buyer's market. We went at COVID and it was a seller's market. And then as soon as I get in my rhythm, we got a buyer's market, so I had to switch back to a buyer's market. But for those of you that want to be listing agents, think about this postcard. If your postcard says, my client, if it's your actual house that sold, my client at 123 Sesame Street just sold their house. We had 15 offers. We had 15 offers on the house, and my client walked away with an equity check of $200,000, of $100,000. That means that there's 14 unlucky buyers that still want to live in your community. So now when a person sees that you're saying they have that, first of all, it was 15 offers, they're like, that many people want to live in this neighborhood? And then you're saying the person walked away with $100,000 or $200,000 equity check. That's a nugget. Why is that a nugget? Because right now, we're in a time where people really want to start their own businesses, right? The kids are going to college. People need lump sums of money. More people than ever are starting to invest in real estate. We've got so many people that are going around teaching people about buying multifamilies and that kind of stuff. People need large sums of cash in their hand. So they're already up at night trying to figure out how, I don't have my own house yet, but I went to the seminar and they told me that it's okay for me to buy a multifamily before I buy my personal house to be able to generate some income that'll pay my mortgage. So people are trucks. People are making a ton of money in trucking. People steal beauty supplies with the wigs. People need, beauty is $1 billion industry. So people are trying to jump into the beauty industry. So people are up at night trying to figure out how to get cash. So when they see that postcard and they see their neighbor walked away with $100,000 equity check, a $200,000 equity check, the light is gonna go off. House does seem like it's seen its better day, ready to sell. And they may not have ever even thought about selling up to that point, but when they realize, hey, I can sell out of that $100,000, I can take the $100,000, put down on my new house, and then take the other $100,000, go invest in real estate, go buy a truck, go and do whatever it is that their heart desires, and they kids in college, whatever it is, right? So your postcards just have to look different, and you have to have a system and a method to your madness. Before I got to the postcard, let me go back and talk to you about your open house, and then we'll dive back to the postcards. So when you get that listing, but for the postcard also, even if it's not your listing, you can still use the same kind of postcard because those postcards work, right? The postcard can say the house at 123 Sesame Street. So you can call the agent and say, hey, I see you have a listing of 123 Sesame Street and it's sold. Did you have a lot of traffic on that house? And the first thing an agent is braggadocious. It's nothing more braggadocious than a real estate agent that's been sold a house. They want the world to know that they sold, and they want the world to know the details, right? So they're going to turn around and say, yeah, I sold that house and the house had 15 offers on it. And okay, did you guys sell a list? They're gonna give you all the information. You just take that same information and create your same postcard. This is the bigger part of that postcard, right? How do you get people to look at that? How many houses sold? 14 people still want to buy in your neighborhood, the equity play, but then you become the community expert in whatever neighborhood it is that you're farming, right? And how you do that is you go around to the different businesses. There are so many businesses that are struggling right now. They're looking for people to partner with. So on the front of your postcard, if you have that, think about a local ice cream shop that's in close proximity to whatever area you're farming, right? Or cleaners. And you go to the owner and you say, hey, my name is Nicole Ambrose. I'm a real estate agent and I service this Ellenwood area and I would love to partner with you. This is an absolutely amazing area. And I think that we don't, as business owners, we don't get enough traction because we're not partnering together to build community here. Would you agree? Most times they're gonna say they agree. I would love to be able to partner with you to say, any of your clients that come here and you give them my business card, I would pay $500 towards their closing costs. I would pay $1,000 towards their closing costs. The only thing they have to do is say that you sent them. And then in exchange, what I would like to do for you is a pizza place. Let's do a buy one, get one free pizza or a buy one, get one half price pizza. And I think that if I'm giving your client $1,000, the least you can do is give my clients a free pizza. Is that fair enough? And most people will say yes because they need that pizza to be sold. So on one side of your flyer, you got a buy one, get one free ice cream, a buy one, get one free pizza. You got a cleaners that's saying, bring 10 items, we'll only charge you for 5. And on your side, you got all the information about the real estate. They're not going to throw your card away because they're going to keep that coupon until they get to the cleaners, until they get to the pizza, until they get to the ice cream place. So now you will always be a constant reminder as opposed to just a postcard that gets thrown away. Fair enough? In addition, what that's going to do, if you partner with enough people in the community, now you become a community advocate. And you say to people, people do not like salespeople, they like educators, right? Nobody wants to see you on social media talking about you sell real estate, you sell real estate, you sell real estate, you sell real estate. They want to see you in the neighborhood doing neighborhood work. So now when you go to that ice cream shop, hey, I'm standing here with Bob. Bob owns 3 Scoops and a Cup ice cream shop right here on Panola Road. And we are partnering together today to teach people what they need to do for financial literacy, to get them into a home, into a new home, or if they want to be an investor, to be investors. So now, if you're in this area, make sure you drive past, we'll be in a parking lot from 1 to 4 o'clock. Now you're creating community events. Now when they come, they have a purpose for coming, and they also already have your postcard because you already sent it to their house. So now when they're coming to the event, they're getting buy one, get one free ice cream, and they're getting an opportunity to learn about financial literacy, right? So make your business and the things that you do very, very intentional from a lead generation standpoint. Now let me go back to before you even send the postcard out to get the actual lead. Let's talk about the open house. So don't do that traditional open house where people are just going to the open house, setting up balloons, setting up the open house sign, then they sit there from 1 to 3 and wonder why nobody shows up, right? A good open house, and you don't have to be the listing agent. There's a ton of agents, i.e. me, who's not gonna sit at a house from 1 to 4 o'clock waiting on people to come. I don't care what buyers is coming, you can have the buyer, right? So you find agents that don't want to sit at the property for an open house, and you host their open houses. Here's how your open house should look. The open house is going to be on Saturday, right? On Thursday, you can go to Fast Email Flyers or whichever flyer company services Birmingham. And once you go there, you just send out an email blast that says, hey, we're having an open house on Saturday from 1 to 4 o'clock. The first 10 people that get there at 1 o'clock, we're going to be raffling off for their client, if their contract is picked, to get $1,000 towards their closing costs, right? Sellers are paying closing costs right now anyway, so that $1,000 is just wordplay. They were gonna pay that $1,000 anyway. But people like to think something is in it for them, so they call their client, like, you know that house that you like on Veterans? Yeah, we get there at 1 o'clock on time. The first 10 people are gonna go into a raffle to get $1,000 towards closing costs. That's a beautiful house, and it matches all your criteria. It don't match none of their criteria, but because people like free and you're dangling money, they're going to come, right? So that's what you said on Thursday. On Friday, you have yourself and 3 other real estate agents. Never do this by yourself because it's dangerous. You're not by yourself. Take you and another agent. You go or 2, 3 other agents if it's a big community, and you go to the dollar store and you get cards that are invitations, and you print out CMAs, and you go to all of the neighbors in the neighborhood. You say, hey, we're having an open house. Your neighbor at 123 Sesame Street is selling their house. We're having an open house tomorrow, and we want to invite the neighbors to come over at 12 o'clock, just so you can see how your neighbors stage their house to sell, right? So you give them a CMA and you say, not sure if you're interested in selling. If you are or not, when you come over, just want to show you this piece of paper is called a comparable market analysis that shows you how much your neighbors, 3 neighbors in this area within a half-a-mile radius, that have sold their homes, just like the ones in this community. And here's a paper that shows you how much they sold for. If nothing else, we're doing wine and cheese, and we're doing a great raffle. So make sure you come back tomorrow so you can see how your neighbors stage their house. Even if they're not thinking about selling, a lot of them are just gonna come to be nosy. When they come at 12 o'clock, don't do a hard sell. Don't stand there with your sign-in sheet, having them put their name, their email address, and their phone number, because that feels like they're being sold something, right? Instead of doing that, you have the nice candle aroma going, all the lights are on, have nice jazz in the background. And you can go to Walmart and get a 200-inch TV for $15, right? The TVs are cheaper than they've ever been. You go and get a 60-inch TV from Walmart for $250, and guess what? When you did your contract with your seller, you asked for a marketing budget, so none of this is coming out of your pocket. So you go and you get that 60-inch TV from Walmart, and you plop it right up in the kitchen on the counter, because people, the first place, for whatever reason, people go to is the kitchen. So you plop it up in the kitchen on the counter, and instead of getting their names on a sign-in sheet, you get a raffle book. And I made this mistake, my first one, so don't do this. You know, the little roll that has the name and the phone number real small was a disaster. I couldn't read anything. So make sure you get the booklet that has the small ticket on this side, but this side is this big. They have them at Party City, so they can write their name and their email on it. So now you say, we're raffling off this TV. If you want to enter the raffle, make sure you fill out the raffle card, the raffle ticket. Now all of the neighbors are in there at the same time, because you tell them that their portion of the house viewing is from 12 to 1. They're all in there at the same time. You're letting them see your personality. You being funny, even if you a stale person, you ain't really funny. Google some jokes. And, you know, be funny, let them see your personality. And at 12:45, you make it a serious urgency. Hey guys, the open house for the general public is about to start. We got to get all of the wine and cheese that you guys consumed up and clean the house back up, because the general public is coming in at 1 o'clock to see the house. At 1 o'clock, it's gonna be a bum rush because you offered something free, right? So what are they gonna do? They're going to leave, they're gonna go home, and nosy Margaret and all of the nosy neighbors are in the blinds, looking through the window, trying to see what's going on at their house, at that house. They're gonna see all of those cars coming, but they don't know that the cars are rushing and that the line is out there because you offered something free. They're just like, man, or they're leaving right after that to go to the grocery store, and they come back from the grocery store and they can't get into the community because all of the cars are there. Not only are you going to do the raffle, everybody that's at your same brokerage, you need to tell them, I'm having a broker open house Saturday at 1 o'clock. I need everybody to come through and support me. Even if you don't have a client, come through at 1 o'clock and support me. It'll be great content for your social media page. You can video the house, you can do a squeeze page to sell the house, and 1 o'clock is the perfect time for you to come through. Now you got real estate agents, you got the people want something free coming, the other people are coming back trying to get to their homes, and it's just commotion outside. So now the sellers in the neighborhood are saying, that agent really knows what she's doing. Look how many people she's got to come over to this community, right? And now what you do is that hopefully you've done enough marketing and you stage the house appropriately and you have it priced to sell. We're not in a market anymore where you can overprice a house. Make sure you've done your correct CMAs and price the house appropriately, because if you price it appropriately, it's going to sell. So hopefully on that Saturday, Sunday, highest the best is due. Sunday, you get 3, even now, because we're not getting 13, 14, 15 contracts anymore. You got 3 contracts, y'all went binding on Monday. All of those neighbors that was in the window that filled out that raffle card, you send them an email that says, hey, Sesame Street subdivision, I'm so excited to announce that the house at 123 Sesame Street had 3 offers. We went under contract for $5,000 over the asking price, and we had a winner from your community of the TV. So the winner of the TV is David Sims at 122 Sesame Street. I'm going to be in your community on Wednesday delivering his TV. No strings attached. If you just want to see how you can actually sell your house and get the traffic that we had on Saturday and get an offer that's higher than our asking price, let me know. I can stop by again, no strings attached, and give you a free home valuation. And the best thing about me doing that is when I come over to your community, if your community decides that multiple people in your subdivision Because think about this. Whenever one person in a subdivision lists, I don't know what happens, 3 or 4 people list. And most of them are going to HOA meetings, right? The best thing about it, if multiple people in your community decide to list with us, we can run a special. So we would love to talk to the people in your HOA about how we can get together and really increase the pricing by everybody selling at one time that may be interested in selling. So if you're having an open house, HOA meeting, I would love to come to your HOA meeting as well. And if not, no harm, no foul, I can come to see you on Wednesday. And when I'm delivered a TV to 122 Sesame Street. Now, how did I do that? Did I type that out? Boom. Give them a video. Give them a video. Because the email is so blah, 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 blah. So in the video, I'm acting crazy. Hey, neighbors, I'm so excited your neighbor is in 122 Sesame Street. Won the big screen TV, and I'm so excited with them. And your neighbor went under contract, and you're animated because they're like, what is going on? And they're going to keep watching the video, and they're already attracted to the fact that they came in, it smelled good. You didn't do a pressure sale, right? Had like jazz. You gave something away. Then they went home. They looked out the window. They know you're telling the truth about how many offers came. How do they know?
Right.
Because they saw the cars, right? And now, not only did they see that, you're following up with them with a video of your same spunky self that they saw on Saturday, right? So now, once you're under contract and the house sells, that postcard that I told y'all about, we was out of order a bit. That postcard that I told y'all about, now you send that postcard out. So real estate is about consistency. Consistency. So I did the door knock first, right? Then I sent them the loan with them seeing my face again, right? And now 30 days later, I'm telling them the results. And then 30 days from that, even if they don't bite, I'm sending them a CMA. And 45 days from that, when I've got another neighbor in their community that's selling, we rinsing and repeating the same situation again, right? And now that's how you become the neighborhood realtor, and not just how disheartening is it for you to sell a house in a community, and then a week later you ride past and it's somebody else's for sale sign, and you're kicking yourself in the butt like, dang, I didn't even farm that neighborhood. Because if you would have farmed the neighborhood, it's a possibility that you would have got the other houses too. So real estate is not a just look cute and take videos and take pictures. It's not that. Real estate is a contact sport. You gotta be in there. You gotta do the work. Because if you're not doing the work, it's not going to happen for you. And the things that I'm saying to you seem like a lot of work, right? You know what's more work? Go clock that 9 to 5. Okay? Have somebody tell you when you can go to the bathroom. Have somebody tell you when you can go and eat. I'm hungry at 11 o'clock. What you talking about? My lunch ain't until 1:30. I'm hungry right now. So these people that are at 9 to 5, and I'm not knocking at 9 to 5 because I praise God for my 9 to 5 that helped me raise my kids until I found entrepreneurship. So I'm not knocking it, but what I'm saying is this seems like a lot of work, but this lot of work is a complete different payday than that kind of work. Because let me tell you what will happen. If you go to that corporate job and you give them 40 hours a week, 80 hours for the 2 weeks, 120 hours for the 3 weeks, right? 160 hours for them 4 weeks. Give your own business that same 160 hours, and I promise you, the fruit of your labor will be vast. Not only will the fruit of your labor be vast, let me break these down for you for anybody that hasn't closed yet. You sell a $200,000 house, we're not even talking about going in and having to do $1 million house. sell a $200,000 house. Most people on their 9 to 5, they making $6,000 in 1 month. You can do it in 1 transaction. Monkey around and do 3 in 1 month. We're talking about $18,000 a month. Become a top producing agent, and you can have $100,000 months. Some people are sitting in this room at a 9 to 5 and they making $100,000 for the year. You can make $100,000 in a month, and it's obtainable. If you just give your same self that same time, energy, and motivation that you gave that 9 to 5. And it seems like a lot, but you create systems. So let's fast forward and talk about systems. Can we talk about systems?
Yeah.
I should go back to that PowerPoint, but y'all cool with me not doing that and be freestyling? Come on. Okay, cool. And I'll send this, Ash, I'll send this to you and you can send it to them. This kind of self-explanatory. So let's talk about systems. The most important thing that you can do in your business to fail. I thought I was gonna say succeed. The most important thing that you can do in your business to fail is not utilize your CRM. That customer relationship tool will keep your relationship going with your customers long after you forgot who they are. Again, not a Debbie Downer, but I like to tell y'all, because I know some of y'all have experienced it. Besides seeing listing signs go up in the yard that you know you didn't farm, what's worse than somebody calling you on the phone, you taking all their information down, we know, so we go find them on social media, right? You don't follow up with them, and in 3 months, they got somebody else's key just closed, and you like, what? I had just talked to this person 3 months ago, but you didn't follow up, and because you didn't follow up, now somebody else got that same lead, and guess what? If it's a $400,000 house, what's the commission on $400,000 that you just walked away from because you just didn't put your systems in place? What's the commission on $400,000? Say it again. That's a lot of money to walk away from because you didn't put the systems in place to follow up. And your CRM is very simple. From your cell phone, you're able to, on most CRM systems, and I've used Chime, I use KB Core now through EXP, right? So through these systems, you can go right and log in from your cell phone while the person is talking to you. You're putting them right in the system. We done got good at texting. We can text right with our thumbs, right? While they talking to you, that earpiece in, you put all of their information in. And you already have campaigns built into your system that direct them where to go. And you have to understand how to qualify them on the phone. Your phone conversations have to look different in order for your systems to be successful. So if somebody calls the traditional real estate agent, because none of y'all are traditional real estate agents, everybody in here is going to be a top 1% producer real estate agent. We claim it in the name of Jesus and we touch it and agree. The traditional real estate agent is going to say, hey, it's Nicole Ambrose, how can I help you? And then a person says, yeah, my name is Betty, and I'm looking to buy a house, but I got a 500 credit score, and I got $2,000 saved. The average real estate agent is gonna say, what you need to do is contact a credit repair company, get your credit fixed, save up about $10,000 more, and when you do that, call me back. Not me. Top producing real estate agents are sharks on the phone. If your client called me, they never call me again. Period. Because that same energy that you gave them, they give me, and it's a completely different situation. Hey, it's Nicole. How may I help you? Hey, my name is Martha, and I want to purchase a house. My credit is 500. What's your credit score? If you don't mind me asking. And how much money do you have saved to put towards the purchase? My credit score is about a 515, and right now we have $2,000, but I'm working on it. That's amazing. I'm glad that you're working on it because there are so many people right now that feel discouraged when they have that credit score and when their money is at $2,000 or $3,000 and they know they don't have enough to purchase. You just took the biggest step ever. The reason why I'm saying that is because I have an amazing Facebook group, the Home Buyers Club. And in my Facebook group, we are a group where you can be vulnerable to talk about your situation. We help with credit repair programs, down payment assistance programs that come out. We get those down payment assistance programs first, and we really focus on educating our buyers and holding their hand to the closing table. So don't feel discouraged with your 515. Don't feel discouraged with your $2,000. Feel encouraged because you just made the right call to the right person that's gonna guide you to where you need to be. You got your phone out? Good, I do too. So while I'm giving you some information, I'd like for you to give me some information. While they're giving me that information, I'm telling them, take your phone out, go and follow me on social media, but make sure you join my home buyers group. I'm having a home buying seminar that I have every month, and I always know it's gonna be the third Saturday of every month. So I can already tell them, come to my home buying seminar and join. So go to Eventbrite first and find my home buying seminar. Go to the Home Buyers Club, join my group. When they join my group, the effective thing about my group is that the people that are in there, because it's a safe haven and I don't allow any marketing, you can't sell anything in my group. This is serious business about credit repair, about loans, about getting you to the closing table, and you being able to be vulnerable to say your credit score is a 500 and you only have $2,000 and you've been working 30 years. It's a vulnerable place for you to be able to say that. It's safe. So as they're scrolling, they're like, oh my God, this is amazing information. Nobody told me this before. So all while they're doing that, okay, can I have their name? I'm pulled over at the traffic light. The traffic light turned red. I pulled right over into the gas station. Okay, what's your name? Perfect. Last name, spell that for me. Okay, perfect. What's your address? Perfect. What's your email address? What's your phone? I get all the pertinent information. So now that you give me your information, you give me permission to add you to my email list where I can send you updates. And I can also have my person that helps guide people through credit repair. I can send them your information. He has a free program if you want to fix it yourself, and then he has a paid program if you want to pay him to do it. So I can connect you guys. Is that fine? Yes, it is. In addition, I have a lender that will give you what we call a what-if stimulator, which we know today you're not ready. But it's nothing better than having a bullseye blueprint to show you exactly what to do. So the lender will pull your credit report. Once they pull your credit report, they're going to give you all the details that you need to get to the closing table. If you have a Macy's account on there that's charged off, or if you need to pay some debt down, he will give you verbatim everything that you need to do to get your credit score up to a 620, up to a 640 if you need down payment assistance. And if you follow his blueprint exactly, it'll tell you exactly how long it will take you to be able to do this. So now you gave them a whole roadmap. I just explained that to y'all in 5 minutes. This is the same amount of time that I'm on the phone with them. Once I put them in my system, I automatically tag them to my credit repair person and to my lender. And when I do it, they're getting an email to both parties, my credit repair guy and my lender, that says, meet so-and-so and so-and-so, right? This is their email address, this is their phone number, and this is the situation, they need your help. And as soon as that email goes out to them, guess what? In 24 hours, they have a follow-up email from me that says, hey, I hope the vendor that I referred you to was able to help you. Or if they did call you back, make sure you call me. I'm so grateful that you called me. Thank you very much for allowing me to be the person. You have thousands of real estate agents that you could have chose. Thank you for choosing me to be the person that's going to hold your hands to the closing table. Now, 3 days, you do another follow-up to make sure whoever they were supposed to go to, that they went to. But are you doing the work? No, you got auto drip campaigns in your CRM that are doing the work for you. So you all talking to somebody else, and your behind the scenes system is doing all of this work for you. Then in 10 days, you do a follow-up, 30-day follow-up, 45-day follow-up. And every time that you have an event, your events need to go to them. You have a home buying seminar, you're going live, right? Legacy Down Payment Assistance Program came out on Monday last week. I went live about it on Thursday. So on Wednesday, I sent them, all of these people, right from my database, an email that says, hey, there's a new down payment assistance program that'll do da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'll be live on Facebook tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Make sure you tune in. Now, when you send that email blast out, and honestly, I forgot to send it out on Wednesday, but I ended up sending it out Thursday afternoon. But because I sent that email blast out to all of the people in my database, I had 90 people on my live listening to what I'm talking to them about the down payment assistance program. When the loan limits changed, I went right in there and sent it out so the people that are buying more pricey homes can see I'm gonna be live at this time. These are the programs that have changed. These are the lenders, if you're ready to move forward, that you can go to. But if you're not keeping up with your database, you won't have anybody to call, right? And there's another, if you're not, I don't like this route, it's a shortcut, but I'm gonna give you a shortcut just in case you guys aren't really into the CRM and building that kind of community out like that, because I'm not going to kid you. The CRM, building your CRM is a lot of work, but once you build it out, it will work for you, right? But that is a lot of work. So you can do a app called Community, just how it sounds, it's community. And when you meet somebody, you can give them your text number. I need this one, y'all text me 678-737-3777. Anybody that wants more information like this, I give out a ton of free gems to real estate agents too. Make sure you text, and it's my community number. When they text that number, it allows you to capture their email address and their phone number. So you won't have that same sequence of emails that you would in your CRM, but until you build your CRM up so you can get those emails that'll automatically flow to people, you just do your community number. And as people start to send you information, you put them in your database later, or if you want to take the easier route, which I did for so long, you can just send them out emails through whatever email blast service that you want to use when things come out. That's not the most efficient route, but it will allow you to capture everybody's information so you won't lose people. Okay. Now I'm gonna give y'all one more gem, and then you're telling me that my time is up. The biggest thing that I can tell you guys right now, with us being in a buyer's market, right? Buyers right now are so freaking fatigued, right? From the prices being high, from cash buyers coming in, paying $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 over appraised value, and them not having a shot at home ownership, right? So right now, what you have to do more than you ever have is partner with the community organizations. If you are in a lower price point, if you don't know every down payment assistance program that's in your area, you're doing your business a disservice. If you're a luxury realtor, if you don't know everything about the programs that are coming, that one that I just told you guys about, Legacy, guess what? They're doing down payment assistance, and you can buy up to a $2 million house, a $3 million house, and they don't have income restrictions. So even if you have a luxury client that wants 2%, not only are they giving them 2% towards their closing costs, they're paying for their title insurance and they're paying for their appraisal. Even people that are wealthy and buying $3-4 million homes, most of them are very savvy with their money and they want to keep it. That's how they got so much. So either way, if you're a luxury realtor or if you're doing the middle class tier, whatever tier it is that you're servicing, know everything about products that can get them to the closing table. Again, I cannot impress upon you enough. People don't like salespeople, they like educators. Come from a place of education, whether it's a postcard, whether you're doing outbound calls. And if you are that person that's a real estate agent and you're doing outbound calls and you're spending an hour a day doing outbound calls, somebody is smoking you because they're doing 8 hours a day and they have teams that are doing 8 hours a day. Whatever you're doing, get in there and do it consistently and do it hard, and you will be so happy. True serum. I turned 50 this year, right, in August. And, I thought I was 21, don't worry about that. I turned 50 in August. This year, I spent 75, up to my birthday, I had spent 60 days vacation. And we were supposed to be in Bali for 14 days. We ended up staying in Bali for 28 days. Left there, went to Miami. We done been to Jamaica. We've been to Cabo a couple times. We have just been kicking it. And my business did not change. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to you to impress upon you. If you put these systems in place, you're a real estate agent that can run your business from anywhere in the world. My business did not change, but then throughout that whole time, I did not market anywhere because I went so hard years prior that I'm still reaping the benefits of all the marketing that I've done before. Because if you say Atlanta, if you hear Atlanta and you hear Atlanta real estate, you're gonna think Kiana, you're gonna think Nicole. Like we have put the time in that when you think Atlanta, you're going to think one of us. You think luxury, you're going to think Atlanta, Brandy Hunter. Because we put the work in. People see that after right now where Brandy is, they see how beautiful and how well spoken, and I'm so proud of my sister Kiana, proud. But nobody saw that work that she put in to get there. Everything that I'm telling you guys to do is all the stuff that we need. And because we get it, now we're able to go off, and I'm able to partner with my baby and do developments, fix and flips. I'm able to partner with my kids to in their wholesale business and to flip with them and to buy properties with them, because my business is on autopilot, and it doesn't take a long time. Once I started selling, my business got on autopilot in 2 years because I let everybody know I'm the solution to your problem. Whatever your problem is or why you haven't purchased just yet, I'm the solution, whatever that problem may be, right? I'm gonna take 2 or 3 questions and then I'm gonna wrap up. Anybody have anything? Was today helpful?
Got a question, I got the mic over there. That's question, Kevin.
Bag it in the back.
Hey, Nicole.
Hey.
So question, as far as like leverage in your business and the structure of that, like, do you utilize like in-house, do you utilize VAs? Structure like with the leverage?
Love that question. So my daughter, my oldest daughter, that I told y'all, I retired from corporate. She runs my entire day, so I can't even call her a transaction coordinator, although she owns a transaction company and she's absolutely amazing at it. She does all of my paperwork, and I have a showing agent that shows all my properties. So the only time I'll show a property is if my showing agent is not feeling well or if he's on vacation. Outside of that, you have to, focus on capping activities. You out showing properties is not beneficial to your business. You writing a contract is not beneficial to your business. You have to be out in places like this, getting educated. You gotta be at at all of the open houses. You gotta get out and know all the power players in this business, and you can't be out learning the power players and networking and marketing and branding if you stuck behind that computer. And the good thing about a transaction coordinator is that you pay them when you close. And let me give you a little quick tip. You don't even pay them. Can I just get them this real quick? Okay, so when you write your contracts up, you know, when you do your exclusive buyer brokerage agreement, y'all have the exclusive buyer brokerage agreement, right? When you do your exclusive buyer brokerage agreement, guess what? Sellers don't know what things cost. Buyers and sellers. But buyers still think that they're responsible for paying the commissions. So when you're going through and you're explaining to them everything that they're responsible for paying, the earnest money, the appraisal, your inspection is gonna be about $300 to $475, depending upon the square footage of your house. There's a transaction coordinator that's going to do all of your paperwork because we want to make sure that your earnest money is protected and they're going to keep us honest with dates. I've already explained to you what the inspection period and what the earnest money is for. The transaction coordinator is $375. You bring that in a separate check to closing and you make it out directly to the transaction coordinator. And this is the person that will work alongside of me to get you to the closing table.
Let's go.
They have no idea that that person worked for you and you really should be paying them. No, your goal is to keep all your coins in your pocket so you can turn around and invest, right?
Thank you. But, okay, so I'm licensed in Alabama and Georgia. I just had my Georgia license. And you know my broker, Kitty Sanders. Cause you're coming to talk to us.
My dog,
Yes,
yeah, I'll be in there to
so-
talk to y'all in 2 weeks.
Yeah, so, Atlanta realtor and Alabama realtor.
Let me go back. When you think of Atlanta, you think about Kendra Sanders. Don't let my girl hear that I didn't say her name. My girl, Kendra.
Yeah, and, it's nice that, so
Yes.
it's market over there.
Mhm.
Look like you popped in,
Mhm.
be dressed,
Mhm.
social media, well spoken, all that. Everything you told us, it was free stuff.
Mhm.
But over there, they spend about 50,000 a year in marketing.
Let me tell you the difference. Kendra and the people that are in that circle, Denise, and I love them. This is no shade towards nobody, so if y'all ever see this video, y'all know I love y'all to pieces. That's not them putting on for that. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to not use no slang, but it keeps slipping out.
Be you.
They're not putting on for their city. That's who they really are. They dress like this every day. If they're going to the grocery store, they show up like this. Every time I go to lunch with Kendra, I'm like, where are we going to eat at? I thought we was just going over to the picture to grab a hot dog and go back to your office. What we talking about? But she's going to look like this. She's not going to miss a beat. I saw Kiana, she was just going to pick up a check last week at SRS Freight. Just like this, like they are, it's not them putting on. That's organically really who they are. So in order to keep that kind of image up, you have to be a professional photo shoot. Just a picture on your phone is not going to work because they're selling luxury homes to people that they're selling an image. One day, Kiana said something to me that was so profound. She said, I'm a vision that they can't unsee. Right? Is she lying? So whatever vision it is that you want somebody to see of you, and Kendra and I have this conversation all the time, because I'm not, you know her word, friend, you gotta pipe up. That's not my thing. And I'm gonna outsell you on any day because I'm organically being me. If you're trying to be somebody, you're not. Because people, you can only fake the funk for so long when it's gonna come out. When you're organically you look amazing. If you had a photo shoot in this outfit, real estate life, and that badass jacket, them shoes, and a ripped jeans, I would buy a house from you faster than I would somebody that I saw with a $150,000 car jumping out with a $50,000 bag and some $20,000 shoes. Because I'm attracted to somebody that's down to earth like you. There's somebody for you. You don't have to do that. Be who you are. Appreciate you. Thank y'all for having me. Thank you for letting me share. I know I was a little long-winded. I hope you got something out of it. And some people say this and they really don't mean it. Reach out to me if you're struggling. I'm my brother's keeper. I'm my sister's keeper. Sis, if you need me, I'm here. Right? If you need me, I'm here. There are a lot of people in this business who say that and they really don't mean it because it's a cliche or they're trying to charge you a couple grand for a coaching program. Am I trying to say my coaching program? Yes. But without that, you could call me and say you don't have the money and I'm going to help you get to where you need to be and we'll settle our deal up on the back end. Okay? I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me. Follow me on all my social media handles.
place she will be there, she'll be there. We met her almost a year ago, and she told us the same thing. And when we started this group, we got a board of people, and she was on that board. And we seen her in July. It was like, we need you to come, say less. Say less. It wasn't no, how many people you got, it wasn't nothing. She was like,